Hello everyone, my name's Ollie. Welcome to PC Preview. Today's PC Preview is Impulse Revolution, a game by Mandelbar, a small dev team comprised of students from Queen's University Belfast, and they're based in Belfast. Impulse Revolution is, quote, a frantic physics-based racing game with emphasis on local multiplayer, end quote. Which is fine, but a game like this, as you can see the clips on the screen, it seems like a game which would really benefit a lot from online multiplayer, and it would interest a lot more people, especially considering the platform that is PC. Again, a lot of people don't have their PCs in their home living rooms, they have it as their personal computers that only they use and very few other people use, and they very often, not very often, play games with other people on like local LAN, if you know what I mean. So, but saying that, there seems to be after doing some research, I say research, it's just me watching YouTube videos, there seems to be a growing need for local multiplayer games, and the market is rightfully responding to that. Anyway, Impulse Revolution seems to be bonkers. I mean, crazy. You can see you're playing as a small hockey puck in a sort of neon futuristic world, and you race other hockey pucks. Sounds like a pretty simple idea. However, the simple idea has been expanded upon with 4 different game modes. You've got the race mode, elimination mode, hunter mode, and chain gang mode. What are these? Race mode seems to be the main mode in which you race against other different people in different maps and have several different pickups, and you have to set different traps which you have to avoid, and several different weapons which you may pick up or you start off with. I'm not quite sure on that point, to be honest, and you take out people with these weapons obviously. And the mode with the description reminds me a lot of Speedrunners, a game in which it's just straight up arcade racing, but then the pickups is where the game really gets fun, which you screw over your opponents, and the different maps know where the different obstacles are. And it also reminds me because learning the maps in Speedrunners is quite important, and with this it sounds like learning the maps would also be really important, as it gives you an advantage on where to avoid the different traps and how to place a sort of how to use a weapon to make sure people fall into traps. So that would be quite interesting to look at. Elimination, quote, up to 4 pucks fight it out on a single screen. Race to get far enough ahead to eliminate your opponents in a round-based point system, end quote. It sounds like what they've done is actually split up the core elements of Speedrunners into 2 different game modes, which is understandable. As you look at the clips, it looks way more fast-paced, intense than Speedrunners, and having to deal with the rub banding element and avoid obstacles and weapons firing at you all at this crazy intense speed might just be too much on the eyes. Then again, this is all just speculation, it could be completely different. We'll just wait and see. The hunter mode, quote, 1 puck hunts and converts other pucks to their side while the rest run and hide in a round-based mode, end quote. Sounds a lot like the school game, the British school game, British Bulldog, if any of you played that. It's basically just this hunter mode, one person standing in the middle, and then you pick up other people, and then they join your side, and then you have to pick up other people. It's basically just that. You've got the chain gang, quote, race as a team with another puck chained to you the whole way. That sounds really annoying. Well, I just have to wait and see. Sounds extremely annoying to play with. But all these game modes just sound really, really fun, and I could see a lot of people gathered around their computers, if they've got their computers in their living rooms or their home theater PCs, or they're just basically gathering around their sofas and just having a bunch of fun with friends all around. But it would really, really make this game so much better if it had online multiplayer. I'm just going to keep banging on about that because it's just something that I think I understand the students, but they need to look into this. So let's go on. The game currently only lists minimum spec for the games. Operating system is Windows 7, and it states Windows 7. It doesn't state Windows 7 or higher, just Windows 7. Hopefully it does support Windows 8 or 10, as a lot of people have upgraded to Windows 10. I personally have, so I hope it does support Windows 10. The rest of the specs are pretty simple. You've got 1 GHz dual-core 32-bit CPU, memory 2 GB of RAM. Most people have that in their PCs. DirectX 9 compatible GPU with 1 GB of VRAM, pretty simple, and DirectX version 9. Hard drive, 1 GB space available. Seems like a pretty small game. The game actually also supports Steam operating system and Linux, which is a good thing, because if their main emphasis is on local multiplayer, then having it on SteamOS and on Linux is like they've listened to their audience, they know their target audience well enough, and they've catered specifically to that. So the specs for SteamOS and Linux is Ubuntu equivalent distro, which will mean something to someone somewhere, and a 1 GHz 32-bit CPU for the processor, 2 GB of RAM, OpenGL compatible GPU, 1 GB of VRAM, again pretty simple hard drive, 1 GB space for your hard drive. All of this sounds pretty simple, what you'd expect from the game, but that seems to be part of the charm. The simple neon futuristic world and UA's hockey park just seems really fun, and it seems like a really cool party game, which I can see a lot of people enjoying on the PC. I feel like this game would probably do a lot better if it was online. Again, I'll say that, and maybe if it was on consoles. I feel like a lot more people will enjoy it there, but it's nice to see that a lot of devs aren't just ignoring PC. I know it's a little bit easier to make for PC, but nonetheless, it's nice to see this game. Looking forward to that on September the 9th. Hope you all look forward to that. Thank you. I've been Ollie. Like if you like, share, subscribe, leave your comments on what you think about this game in general, and if you're going to buy it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.